Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Differential FPL YouTube channel. Name is Shokwe, aka D-Man, and today we'll be discussing the FPL Fantasy Premier League. And here with me to discuss this is Habi. Hey, Habi, how you doing?
All good, all good. Happy New Year, my mans.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We're still waiting for Shola. Shola is going to come through in a bit. Let me just make sure the chat is working. I think the chat is working. Okay, yeah. So we're good there. All right. So we're still waiting for Shola. I think he'll probably join us very, very shortly. But until he does, we can kick this off real quick. As usual, please like and subscribe if you're listening, watching, whatever it is. And Abi, right now, I don't know if you can see him in the video. He's all he's in his San Andreas.
Right, it's hot.
Guys, it's hot. Isn't that hot? Like, jeez, man. I know December is usually hot in Nigeria, so I'm not too surprised. So as you are hot, I just felt cold. And like, let me just put on this video a little bit because it's cold where I am. So it is what it is. But so far, looking like you had a good game week. It looks a lot. I saw the game week average was like 40. And I was like, how many people scored 40 points? It looks like, because when I looked at people's teams, a lot of people's teams didn't even look that good at all. But it was one of those funny kind of game weeks where only a few people, a few players turned up and gave us points. But it is what it is. So we'll go through our teams, and then obviously we'll talk a little bit more about our plans moving forward for this game week, right? So first off, to start off here, we're going to go to, well, I was going to review Shola's team, but Shola is not around. But a little sneak peek at his team, he's back in the millions with you. So he's back in the trenches. So you have a guy, he's back in the trenches.
I wasn't even in the trenches before. Like, my season has just been wrecked in the last 5 weeks. Like,
yeah, you went because you were next to me at some point.
Yes,
you made some iffy decisions, including that Haaland one that
that one I captain Foden. Yeah, that one just fucked me over. Then Haaland had like 2 goals and 1 assist. So
okay, all right, fair enough. I'm looking at Shola. Shola said, Shola put in the chat that he's going to be joining us very shortly. So that's good, I guess. All right. So looking at Shola's team, actually, you know what? Let's skip Shola's team. When he comes back, I want him to come and explain this diabolical 23 points. Let's him come and explain this 3 points very well to all of us. But
23 points is crazy work.
I'm telling you. But to be honest, I didn't do that much better. So let me pull up my team and we can talk a little bit about my team until he comes to. All right, my team. So basically, we had a game week 18 was the weekend. Obviously, we didn't have a podcast until game week until today. Obviously, so I actually went up to 150k, and then all of a sudden, then this game week 30 points brought me back down to 250k. So full points 30. The average right now is 40 points. Money in the bank 0.7. I have one free transfer, but that's because I made one transfer already. My team for game week 19. So let me just read out my team here. My team is Dubravka 2 points, O'Reilly 1 point, Gueye 2 points.
Fucking Pep.
I'm telling you. I am telling 57th minute, bro.
Like just chill. 3 more minutes, man.
You can't tell me that Pep doesn't play FPL. No way, Pep. Pep looked at that guy and said, "Yeah, this guy's about to get 6 points. I'm not allowing that shit. Get out."
No.
Get out. I mean, because Ake had an issue, right? Ake had an issue, and he still played Ake for the rest of the game, and then he decided to take out Riley. So obviously, I dropped my 1 point. We'll take it like that. Very disappointing, but it is what it is. Um, Chalobah 1 point, and we'll talk to Chelsea after talk about Chelsea when we finish my team review, because I do have questions about Chelsea and how it looks moving forward. Because at the same time, um, with Maresca getting sacked, how does that affect the Chelsea defense? So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Foden 3, Semenyo 5, Verts 3. Verts very disappointing. Saka 6, Haaland 4, which I was very disappointed with, because Haaland was supposed to get me those points. Was supposed to punish the people that decided
Yeah.
go with Ekitike, but he didn't punish them. Calvert-Lewin came on, scored a goal, but obviously got disallowed. My bench, Gunmonson, the first time this guy has returned points for me. Yeah, he didn't
And
return
he's,
points.
and he's on your bench.
He's on my bench, 8 points. Can you imagine? Missing a Gunmonson clean sheet is downright, is downright crazy.
That's crazy.
But it's fault on my bench, so nothing much I can do with that. All right, so that's my team. 30 points this game week. Not a good game week, down to 250. Hoping I can change it. I had 2 free transfers. I already did 1 free transfer, Vert to Rogers. Vert was pretty much a 2 week trial and error, just to see if I could get those points, because he was facing Leeds
Yeah, and Wolves.
and Wolves, exactly. So I was like, let me see if I can actually get these points, and if I can get these points from him, But again, against Leeds, he got subbed off in like the 66th minute, which is like a big red flag. Like if Verts is getting subbed off in the 66th minute of a 0-0, then I'm like, this guy can get benched in the next game easily. Can get that bench in the next game. Can get that work. So I made a change, Verts to Rogers. So I'm not okay with that. Semenyo, they are still saying that Semenyo might play. I have 1 free transfer, so I can still make one change, and I'm still thinking of one change. I'm thinking of taking out Dewsbury Hall, because he's not actually going to be back until the end of apparently not until end of January is the return date for him.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's not going to be back I thought he would be back by now for their run, but apparently he's not going to be back for a while. So I'm actually thinking of taking out Dewsbury Hall for someone like Ruta, or um, somewhat cheaper like Gomez that plays for Brighton. Basically, it's just going to
Okay.
be a 1 week trial and error. Just see if you can get some points. Even though I'm still looking for a way to bring in Gabriel. So I mean, the safer option might be, don't bring in this guy for Dewsbury Hall. Instead, take out Chalobah for somebody like in Aston Villa's defense, like Cash, like Matty Cash, for example, and then use that money to fund a Gueyi or Nkapie to Gabriel next week or the week after, depending on how it looks for Arsenal. So first of all, we'll talk a little bit about Maresca. He got sacked, but what does that mean for like FPL users? In the case of someone like, a lot of people are invested in the defense and the keeper, Sanchez, and a few other Chelsea defenders like Cucurella. Me, I'm invested in Chalobah. So how does that affect it for you?
I mean, oof. I think if you've got someone like Sanchez, you should be fine because no matter the manager, I don't think Sanchez is going to lose his shirt. But
Mm-hmm.
with the defense now, that's where things become a bit dicey because even Cucurella is currently injured. And
Okay.
then, according to reports, this the coach of Strasbourg, Liam Rosino, is the most likely to take over.
Okay.
And he currently uses a back three with Strasbourg, but he's flexible too. But he's currently playing a back three. So if he
Okay.
comes now, that's like a whole lot of change in the dynamic. So I don't think anyone should move to Chelsea defenders currently. If you have maybe a Sanchez, you keep maybe a Reece James, but his minutes will still be managed. But it shouldn't just be moving to anyone just about now. Just give it some time to see what goes on there before doing anything.
Okay. All right. So fair.
Hey, Shola is back.
Oh yeah, Shola is here. Dozy Alpha. Thank you for finally joining us.
Man, I don't know. My laptop was acting funny.
Yeah, of course. Your whole
I had
team
to,
is
re-
acting
I had
funny.
to restart it.
Your team is acting funny right now. So
Bro, my team is a joke, bro.
your team is acting funny. All right, but we'll get to your team in a sec. Right now, we're actually just discussing what we are to think of of Chelsea defenders. Now, Abi, you said you mentioned more of like whether they lose their shirt. I was thinking more of, does it make Chelsea defenders like, if I have someone like Chalobah, should I be thinking to myself, okay, Chalobah is here, but is the defense going to look shit from now? Is it going to look better? Like, how are you expecting your defense to look moving forward?
Bro, I don't have the faintest idea because I, for one, am pissed at the decision, like the whole Maresca thing. But so, like, yeah, I'm not even looking. I'm not even trying to think about it. But fuck those niggas, to be honest.
Right, fair enough. I mean, Shola, what do you think there? You have Sanchez. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're going to keep Sanchez as a keeper. But like defenders, like Cucurella, all those guys. What do you think about them?
But I mean, we really can't have think much about them because we don't know who the new manager is.
Yeah.
And with this, I think what the interim is taking over the City game, if I'm correct. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually, when interims take over, usually they try and be as defensive as possible. Like so, I don't know. It's with that one, it's a wait and see because I don't know much about Rosinha as well. Since he's most likely going to be the new coach, so I don't know if he's going to be solid defensively or anything. For me, I would hold them just to see
Okay.
because you don't because we it's a big unknown right now. So
Okay.
I would just hold them and
I
just
see.
monitor. And if you see that they're just like open, then I'll get rid. And if you see that like they're tight defensively, I'll keep or buy or try to invest.
Okay. Fair enough. Because what I was telling Habi was that I'm thinking of moving to an Aston Villa defender, maybe somebody like Cash, so that I
cash.
can
Yeah,
get a little bit more money to move in Capie to Gabriel. Because right now I'm a few I don't know, is it a few millions? Not really millions, like one short, maybe point three or point four short. So if I take out someone like if I take out Chalobah or Gueye is actually on my chopping list as well because Crystal Palace, it looks like things have changed a little bit for them. They are looking at big scraps. They can't keep clean sheets. Against Fulham yesterday, I was expecting a clean sheet. I didn't get it. So I'm actually a bit pissed there. So my two free transfers right now, I'm preparing to bring in Gabriel. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think I'm all right this week because Calafiori is still injured. So that means that Nkapie will probably still start. And then obviously with Gabriel, he's still a little bit I mean, he's not he's just coming back, so maybe he gets benched in one or two games. Because the next two games for Arsenal Premier League games, and there's a game this weekend, and then there's a game midweek. So right now the fixture list is crazy. So this is where you have to really pay attention to the deadlines as well, and that kind of thing. So right now the only transfer I've done is Vert um to Rogers.
Rogers.
We'll see where else I decide. I was thinking of James Garner for Dewsbury Hall, but I think I would do better to just focus on getting Gabriel back in and trying to figure out a player to come in there. Right. All right. So that's that for my team. That's where I'm going at the moment. Let's talk a little bit about Shola's team here. Shola, back in the trenches. I wanted to put a picture for you, but I was like, you know what? Let me not put it this time. 23 points.
I think this is actually my worst ever game week in my FPL career.
Oh my gosh,
I don't think I've had a worse week. 23 points. Crazy.
this game week was smelly as hell, man. But you want to go
Yeah.
through your team? Let's hear how you did.
Did I? Okay, I had one return.
Only one person returned.
Only one. The other person that returned was on my bench.
Oh yeah, Tarkowski 9.
Oh shit, that's sad.
Tarkowski 9. That's that. I
Then
go.
I had Sanchez with 2,
Yeah.
Van Heck with 0.
Yeah.
The third I just brought in went off injured. He got
Oof.
1. O'Reilly won. That O'Reilly one pained me.
Yeah.
Bro, Pep.
Oh, yeah, we were watching the game together now.
Yeah. We were watching the games together like 3 minutes. I like when I saw
O'Reilly one pained me. Then Gordon in my only return with an assist with 5 points.
first one person
Foden
that you were
3.
cursing last week for taking off
Oh,
Shade. Got it. Because God is
bro.
the one you brought in for Shade last week.
Yeah, like bro.
And I,
Foden 3, Rogers 1, Cunha. I brought in Cunha for who did I pick up? I brought in Cunha. Who did I sell Cunha? Who did I sell? I don't remember who I sold. But I brought in Cunha
was Cunha
this week.
actually close? Because a lot of guys had Cunha.
I mean, the Cunha thing is because he looks like probably with Bruno out, with Mbemba out, Ahmad out, he's probably the guy that is going to be the one that we're going to be playing through.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, like in
Right?
the game, did it look like it made sense?
Dude, nah, the game was awful. Like, dude, Wolves were the better team from start to finish. Like even our goal just came out of nothing.
That's actually crazy, man. The fact that Wolves actually were the better team.
Wolves came to Old Trafford to ball.
I mean, I saw
That's
certain
insane.
values of Chelsea, Sha. Maybe but at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right, you want to finish up? So your forward line
Yeah,
was
yeah, with two. Forward line, Thiago with two, Haaland with two, Ekitike captain with four. That
on the
Ekitike
one.
the guy that went to go and head it backward and
Yeah, I
took full
saw that.
control.
That was too funny. That was
Bro,
actually
like when that happened, I'm like, yeah, this is one of
yeah.
those game weeks.
This is gonna be a smelly week. Yeah,
When that happened, I just gave up.
it's gonna be a smelly week. All right, fair enough, fair enough. So, I mean, that's your team. When I made this slide, you hadn't told me. I think you've made some transfers since we
Yeah, I
spoke.
made two changes.
Yeah. So what were your two changes and how much do you have
So I
left
brought in Gabriel. I'm not even wasting time.
for who?
For Hincapi.
Okay,
I
and
brought in Gabriel for Hincapi and then I took out 30 for Klein.
how much was 30?
I got 30 like 4.5 or 4.4, I think.
So how did you buy? Okay, you had like so
I
if
had
you
zero point 0.7 in the bank.
okay, so you had the
So,
money.
and then selling 30 to Klein also gave me an extra 0.4.
Okay. So you had a
So
little
what am I
bit.
saying? No, because Klein was 3.8.
Whoa,
So I
class
gave
Jesus.
him,
4.8. God damn,
yeah.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
you know me now.
That's a good one. That's fully bent down
Shall I
select.
the sucker for those cheap players?
More the bend, he has bent down fully. Like,
Like, why not?
that's
Because I
good.
mean, he's guaranteed to start. Munoz is out. Like,
Yeah,
why not?
and it's 3.8 on your bench. It's like your last defender, right? Because I
Yeah,
see
so
you
I,
have Kowalski, you have Nkapie, you have O'Reilly, and you have Van Eyck. Easily your fifth
yeah.
defender.
Yep.
Makes sense. It actually makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And you were able to jump on Gabriel, who is probably going to be rising now. They face Gabriel faces a Bournemouth side that I don't think they are good at set pieces. Bournemouth.
Right, I don't even care who you guys face.
Just put Gabriel. Like I was
Bro,
saying, I don't remember yet.
that guy is set piece demon. Like,
Like,
bro,
Bro.
come on, how can you come back? Your first start since you were injured,
ah,
and the first
I
thing
just came
you
back. I was even thinking that like the guy will wait. The guy didn't even
yeah.
wait.
First game, he came back, dropped a goal. You're like, okay, calm down. Because I actually was hoping he would not score. I mean, I loved the goal. I loved it for him. But I was hoping he would score so that people would not rush him. But they've rushed the guy. The guy has probably
Yeah.
gone up in price already. They probably rushed him.
I didn't even waste time. Like,
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
like
nah. I see what you did. If
let's not overcomplicate this.
but it was easier for you because Tete has been injured and then you had that extra due to your pockets anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like an easy move for you. For someone like me, I'll just pull up my team again. For someone like me, I had I think I had 0.1 in the bank. So somebody big had to go for him to get there. So removing Verts got me like zero point 0.5. I need one more change, and I'll be able to get Gabriel. So if I don't make any free transfers this week, or if whatever other if I don't make my second free transfer this week, or if I do make one, I'm going to do it with the aim of getting some more money back. So that's why I'm thinking of cash. Another person I'm actually I'm thinking of going to one of these Sunderland defenders. I don't think I mind much getting the Sunderland defender that's like 4.5 or 4.0 at this point in time because they've shown that they're actually really good. They're shown that they are strong. They can keep some clean sheets, and that person is going to be my fourth defender anyway. So it's not somebody that I expect to start every week. It's just somebody that I can rotate in. But
Yeah.
again,
When I
Sunderland,
wild card, I'm definitely bringing in Sutherland defender.
yeah, I'm actually, and then
Leave
I still have this guy. Dubravka collected 3 goals this week and still scored more points than Petrovic. That's how shit this Petrovic pick is. Like Dubravka got 2 points, Petrovic 1 point on my bed. So right now I'm actually just riding with Dubravka. I'm just going to keep riding with Dubravka and seeing what's going on and seeing where I can and just getting as much as possible. But every time I try and change my keeper, something happens and I can't change it. And to be honest, changing my keeper is really low on my list. So, I'm okay to just be chopping the 1 points or 2 points. As long as we are starting, it's all right. One day you drop something for me. Do you get? So that's where I am. All right, let me move to Javi's team. Actually, Abi actually did really well. Sneaky guy, played his bench boost, got a little bit of a green arrow. Nice. You got a green arrow, right? Or was it a red?
Green, but like the movement was very insignificant, bro.
Yeah, okay, there you go. No money in the bank. You made some changes midweek, right?
Yeah, I took a -8. Funny enough, because I just had to play my bench boost. So
Oh, you have to play your bench boost. How many points your bench
Mhm.
boost give you? It's not that bad. I mean,
12, yeah.
okay, it's not that bad, I guess. Who
In
did you
this
bring
in
in?
this game in this game week, that's good, man.
Yeah, because you did
So
edit
yeah,
this game. Who did you bring in?
I brought in Dallo, Louis Potter, and Hutchinson. So only Louis Potter actually returned. Funny enough, Hutchinson was the second minus I took. It was Enzo Lefi. So that was even a negative because Lefi had like 3 points. And
Wow.
Hutchinson came and gave me 2. Couldn't even score against Everton, bro. So the
I'm surprised
-8 was
you
unnecessary.
started Enzo Lefi. I thought you would have just left. I mean, I think if I was on the bench boost, I would have just left Enzo Lefi and just. Well,
Yeah,
who did
Lucentis is
Forest play?
alternative.
Who did Forest play? Everton.
Forest played Everton, bro. And they were at home.
Yeah, yeah, okay, fair enough. Did he start? Is Hutchinson starting now?
Yeah, he's starting now. You
Yeah.
know, he scored against City. I think he's played like 3 or 4 90s in a row. So I was like,
Okay,
okay,
okay.
maybe there's something going on there. Then, boof.
Okay, I can see what you did there. I can see what you did there. It could have. That was
Yeah.
actually not bad. That's actually a little bit better for you. You want to go through your team? I
Oh
see a flag
yeah.
in
So
your team there. Oh my god, this is gonna be
my,
so.
you see what?
I see something funny in your team, but go on.
So yeah, Sanchez with 2, O'Reilly with 1. All of us were plagued by Pep. Nkape
Yeah,
with 2. Konate finally gives me something with 7.
nice.
Semenyo with 5. Foden 3. Wilson 2. Saka 6. Haaland 2. Captain Ekitike 4. Welbeck, man, if I
That's funny.
speak about Danny Welbeck, bro,
That's the thing. That's the
because
one. That's what was so funny. That Danny Welbeck is actually too funny because he scored his first pen, and I'm sure if you had him, if anyone here had him as well, you'd have been thinking, "Oh, second pen, almost lie. This guy is going to get me the point. You've waited so long. He now
do
be
you get like I waited for this? Actually, the worst part is the missed penalty is literally a 10-point swing because finished
yeah,
with 3.
yeah,
If he scored, that's 2 goals and 3 bonus. That's
yeah.
13.
13
But
point. Wow.
but he missed. Then tried to then did a handball for the rebound. Then got a yellow card. Then finished with 3 points. I'm just like, I didn't keep you for like 6 weeks for this shit.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
See,
Dude, when he
yeah,
missed
my
that,
bench boost was
I was like,
all right, bro.
oh my god. I'm not gonna wait. Let me just
Oh shit.
because I took out what's it called? Welbeck for DCL last week and DCL scored. So when Welbeck scored that pen, I was like, look at this bastard. When I removed you that you scored. And then when he missed the pen, I was like, yeah, a real bastard.
I
And
tried to
Why do you get?
I removed this since. I was
like,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, a real
this guy's a
bastard.
bastard.
Thankfully, I left that because okay. So I remember this time there was one season when I was playing. Do you remember that Southampton guy that was scoring a lot for Southampton at one point? He moved to Burnley at one. He used to play for Liverpool. Ings.
Oh,
Oh,
Danny
Danny.
Ings, yeah.
There was one game like this. I can't remember, maybe 3-4 seasons ago. There was one game like this where Danny Ings was on it. This season when Danny Ings was a tier, and everybody like kind of not everybody had him, but a few people had him. I had him as well, and then he scored a goal right for Southampton, and then they now got a pen, dude. I was rejoicing that I don't the dance, I don't the mix. This guy now missed the pen. He now wiped out like you just did. I'd be like, just that boy. He now wiped out everything.
Yep, you just take out everything you've done.
And then he now got a yellow card. I'm not sure if he got a yellow card actually. I don't remember that. But I just remember that pain of like, oh, I already got a goal that I don't already pocket. This fool now came and stole it from my pocket.
You know the funny thing, I actually remember the game that you're talking about because
Yeah,
why it wasn't too bad for me because I
yeah,
had Ings as well. Was that
yeah.
the keeper that saved this was my keeper?
Oh, there you go. So,
Ah,
so you dropped out of it. So you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I
exactly.
remember
So you still got points. So
Yep.
it's just that there are some moves that there are some things that happen in FPL that it just always stays up there because of how of the moment and what happened during that moment. Sorry. So right. So Habi, you're not making any transfers this week.
Um, I will definitely make a transfer. Just I'm thinking of doing like a Semenyo to Rogers because
Yeah.
Semenyo will be out of Bournemouth soon, and
Yeah.
I already have three City players, so I'm not trying to get stuck in having to make that transfer later. So I'll just do Semenyo to Rogers
Okay.
as it
That's fine.
stands at least. Yeah.
So as much as I want, so me, I'm going to take out Semenyo eventually because I feel like Semenyo is going to go out. I'm okay with leaving him this week, but I'm going to take him out eventually. I feel like maybe he misses one game, right? But if we just look at, because a lot of people have left Semenyo right now, a lot of people are out of Semenyo. They're like, you know what, he's moving to City. I don't want to keep him anymore. But if I look at City's fixtures, right, they have Chelsea this week, they have Brighton at home, they have Man United away. We don't know when this deal is going to get done, but let's just say City don't make this move official until like I don't know, or this move doesn't happen until like closer to the end of the month. Maybe you get him right before that Wolves game where City have Wolves at home. And that's a little bit far away though. It's like 24th of January. But if you have
So,
patience,
so
what's
the
that?
thing about this menu deal, I
Yeah.
think they said I expect it to be done this week because
Oh yeah.
I think the release clause expires I think January 10th.
Oh,
Oh,
So
okay.
teams have to act fast. City has to
Oh,
act fast.
City have to actually
Because
have.
the release clause has the expiration date sometime in January.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's mute then. So what I'm saying is mute then. But right now I still have Semenyo. I don't know when I'm going to take him out because most of these, I'm not really thrilled by most of the other guys. And Rice is injured. I already have Saka. Maybe if he goes off, I just took out Verts. But maybe if Semenyo, if it's completed by this weekend, moving on to next week, um, there's a slight possibility that maybe I wait a little bit and get somebody like what's his name, um, I go back to Liverpool and get somebody like Soboslai for that Burnley game, or I go for a more long-term pick. At the moment, I haven't decided which way I'm going yet. But once I do, we'll yarn about it here. But anyway, so that's where we are for our transfers, our moves. This game week, Chelsea are home to Man City. If we're talking captains, I think that one is pretty straightforward.
is
I said
Chelsea at home?
Man City are home to Chelsea.
Mhm.
The final game of the game week, 12:30, well, 12:30 our time. But is anybody here thinking of captaining somebody else next week that is not Haaland? Not even. I mean, you don't want to take a chance on somebody else.
Bro,
Nah,
they
man.
probably load us
Nah,
like
nah, nah.
19. So
This guy it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Um, so apart from this Rogers talk, Shola, I mentioned somebody, but I don't think you were here when I mentioned it. Brighton versus Burnley coming up. I'm thinking of going Ruta or Gomez for. Let me pull my team back up for what's his name, Dewsbury Hall. What do you think about that? That Ruta guy.
Yeah, he plays as a striker sometimes. So yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
he plays. I'm thinking that they might be able to get me something in that match. It's a bit of a differential as well, but I'm also the only way I play him is if I decide that I'm not going to play Semenyo. And at this point in time, I'm thinking I'm just going to play Semenyo and see. But if you are out there, you have like you're looking for a cheap guy just to fill in that last spot, just so you can afford somebody else. I think getting someone like this guy is not too bad. Everton faced Brentford. I'm just looking at the games trying to see if there's any game to target. And really, there's not really a lot of of sweet games to target. Also, this is like the
there's
Christmas.
one, oh,
Oh,
there's
apart
one
from
sweet one to target.
which one are you looking at again?
But that was West Ham versus Wolves.
But who would you target there? All of them, they are not. I mean, you can target Bowen, but Bowen is
Bowen,
see,
yeah, it's
Bowen
Bowen
only
there.
gets points when you're not looking. If you start looking at Bowen and thinking, oh more Bowen, get me points, that's when you start seeing Wahala. So Bowen, you kind of like, well, maybe it's just for me, but my own experience with Bowen is if I stay at Bowen too long, I will get affected because what will happen is I'll buy him and then he'll start dropping DEFCON instead of actual what's it called?
I'm
Goal.
dying.
He'll start dropping them. He's not even the pen taker. So Paqueta takes the pens, right? So that's why, but I think because I've had him twice this season, so I mean, it's not as if it's like so bad. So if you want, you can get him there, but it's just it's something that like I'm gonna stay away from that guy for a bit. You never know. I mean, Happy, you're going to keep Welbeck for this week, right, against Burnley?
Yep.
There you go. So you still get points. I'm actually expecting points from DCL this week. He faces Man U. So I'm hoping that DCL can get me some nice points there. Everton, Brentford, like I already said,
And Leeds rested their guys for us.
can you imagine? They even rested their guys. But I don't even know if that's a bigger indictment on Liverpool because how can Leeds rest their guys and then they still leave Anfield with like no with 0-0. And this was not like a game where okay, Leeds were like hanging on for dear life. Nah, they actually held
Yeah,
their own.
Liverpool were awful.
Yeah, so it's crazy. That's another reason why I just decided I'm leaving Verts alone because I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to play these games with Verts, man. Like you've not been I put you for 2 games, Wolves against the two of the worst defenses in the league. You were supposed to drop like I was supposed to get like 10, 15 points in both games. But I only dropped one return. So I'm like, yeah, just be going with your one return.
Just go.
Let's be going. Let's be going. Newcastle, Fulham faced Liverpool. That's a dodgy one for Liverpool because Fulham like to bust grags against big teams at home. So they're not going to make that easy for Liverpool, but obviously Liverpool can still get something. Newcastle, Palace. Newcastle got that nice 3-1. You guys have Gordon. I think Shola, you're the one that has Gordon, right? And Palace
Yep.
have not looked so good. I mean, Gueyi, am I the only one with the Palace defender? I'm the only one with the Palace. Well, you have.
Probably, yep.
You got to start climbing this week, Shola.
No.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, oh yeah, you have Van Eck against Burnley as well. Nice. That's not
Yep.
bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad in your starting lineup. Yeah. So Guehi right now, his position of my team is looking very dodgy. We'll see how it goes. Spurs versus Sunderland. I think Spurs have kept 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games. Though. Haven't they?
Yeah.
So maybe their defense is becoming to look a little bit better. What was the name? Van. God, what
Van
was
de
his,
Ven.
sorry, say that. No, Van who?
Is it Van de Ven?
Van de Ven. Yeah, maybe Van de Ven starts to get a little. Let me check if Van de Ven actually got bonus yesterday. So if I go to the fixtures yesterday and I go to this Sunderland, let me see, Spurs. Okay. So yesterday, Van de Ven. I think Van de Ven, he might have gotten. No, he didn't get points. He didn't get bonus, but it was very, very close to bonus, though. It was very, very close
Oh.
to. Poro got defensive contributions, I guess. Van de Ven was close to def cut as well, but he did get it. But again, Spurs defense are beginning to turn the corner, maybe, and maybe start to look better. So that's another one to watch out for. And then the games, the remaining 2 game, Man City, Chelsea, we already talked a little bit about it. What thing I will ask though, if Man City do get this Semenyo, does Semenyo completely fall out of you guys' radar?
Yeah.
Well,
For me, he does.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
should I
for the
play about?
most part. Because especially with Doku back,
Yeah,
we all know Pep is gonna do Pep roulette. Like
yeah,
we all know he's gonna do
yeah.
Pep roulette, and I just want to go there. I mean, that's one of the reasons why. Hey, he's the one that I sold for Cunha, even though
Oh,
he
so
got
there
an
you
assist,
there you
but
go.
like,
Yeah,
because I'm looking at it like it's everyone knows it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of
yeah.
when it's going to happen.
Yep,
When is going to happen? Yeah.
yep. They do say
So I just felt like at this point there's really like I wouldn't play that, especially given how he's close almost he's like 7 point something million. Like
yeah. It's
for a
expensive.
7 point something million, you want someone that's at least starts 90% of the games.
Yep. I think
And yeah, sure.
it's not even just started. It's like with Bob was remember at the beginning of the season he was taking pets as well. So
Yeah,
when
exactly.
yeah, so at Bournemouth is the biggest fish in the sea at Bournemouth, right?
Yep.
But at City he becomes a number, right?
Bro, he's
Because
going to be the fifth option in attack as he
there
stands.
you go. Well, is it fifth? I count him as I think I count him as fourth.
I mean, I'm going Haaland and the three behind Haaland.
What? Who is the
So
third?
that's so like
Foden.
Doku, Cherky, Foden.
Oh well, I'm. Oh, okay, okay. I'm thinking he will bench. He will bench Doku. I think he will bench Doku because
I think they share game time.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
where
So but that's the problem. He will rotate with somebody. And when I say like the fifth option is like it's like the best guys on City are Haaland, Foden. So if you're not getting Haaland, Foden, you're already like okay, maybe I'll just get one random guy to like ride theirs or somebody else that is cheaper. But when you spend
Exactly. Yes,
7
7 point something on someone coming off the bench. Yeah, it doesn't really.
go flow. It doesn't really go. One guy that is very, very much ignored. Maybe that's the person I need to bring in for Saka. To be honest, Saka is doing that thing right now where he just gets points every week, but it doesn't explode. He just gets you like small, small points. So in the last like previous, so if I look at Saka's last few game weeks, right? Saka has gotten in his last four. He has gotten. Let me see. In his last four, he has returned three times 11, 7, 6. So he's doing that thing again where he just gets points, but it doesn't really explode. It doesn't get like major, major points, right? But when
Yeah.
you look at somebody like Trossard now, because right now everybody's like, yeah, Trossard is definitely one of, is a big dog right now at Arsenal. He has his place, he's balling, all that kind of stuff. So if I look at Trossard, right, and where's Trossard? Here we go. All right, Trossard last four. Yeah, this is his first return in the last four. But Trossard looks like he's back. He's getting the game time that he needs. And before he got injured, he has had before he got injured, he had how many double digits returns? He has one, two. He had two double digit returns, and then with this one against Aston Villa, he has three now. So the fixtures are hard for Arsenal, but I think once the fixtures can, I would say hard. Bournemouth away, Liverpool at home. I don't know how hard those two are. Liverpool at home is the hard one. Bournemouth away, I think for Arsenal's attack can get points. It's the attack I'm looking at, not the defense. Um, Liverpool's defense, they've gotten better. They are beginning to actually stay back a little bit more and be more conservative. So Liverpool, that one might be really tough. So it might not be a good entry point, but towards the end of the season, there are some really good entry points for what's it called for Trossard there. All right, so we can leave it there for today, unless you guys have any other picks that you want to talk about before we call it.
No, nothing in particular.
All right, no wahala. Shola, I was saying that Habi looks like that guy from San Andreas with his singlet. I said Nigeria is hot. That's why it's just like that. But yeah, it is what it is. So thank you all for listening. Happy New Year, everyone. And we will catch you on the next one. Have a great week and stay lucky, everyone.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye. Mhm.